next to bat will be Austin Barnes. And he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just 90 feet away. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos.
For Pittsburgh.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. KJ Hamler returning it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
KJ Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Complete
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing his lock on third down. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed. How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
He was brought down by...
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First and 10.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll look to run with Conner. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. That time a 9-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. at their own.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make the big play and disrupt things.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
For a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the run is Counter, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Samuels. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
3rd and 8.
Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They go draw play. This is Samuels. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 is Counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, 6th-round picks, they don't normally step in and start on day 1, that's for sure. But over the years, we've had some big names from that spot.
And obviously, Tom Brady, the biggest name of all, is a sixth-rounder, but there have been others. Antonio Brown, who's played some of the best receiver in the game. Alfred Morris. And I can tell you a quick one on Alfred Morris. When he came out of college and had the big rookie year, I went back to a lot of my scouting buddies and took my book with me and said, okay, what did you guys have him listed coming out of school? I couldn't find anyone who had better than a sixth-round grade on him. Most had seventh round and a good number undrafted free agents, so you never know what you're going to get.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And then Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Back at the 32.
Here we go. Back 80. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass intended for James Washington.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Denver.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
He was brought
a look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsay. 12 carries, 63 yards.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success. And
he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Number 14.
Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
That ties
extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7.
Brendan McManus.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got a big amount.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
11 yards there, just like last play.
Steelers, first down.
On first down, it's Connor. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
16-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit.
And this time he is in. Yes. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there down and think, I had 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Bud Dupree with the big sack, and something really jumped up for him in 2019. 11.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and boy, did he play well for Pittsburgh. That's what they look for in an outside linebacker. The former first-rounder gave it to him in 2019.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 22.
That's good.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll run on 1st down. Connor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Bradley Chubb.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This one caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Keeps the score.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before.
5-yard line.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game.
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to get a... Solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the Steelers' 32-yard block.
On the give, it's Lindsey. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. Able to get this to Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
On first down, it's Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Alexander Johnson.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for. That time it costs them.
Still second down.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
At the 21-yard line.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
47's the money. 47's the money. Ain't no such thing as a low life.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Bradley Chubb on the...
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete. It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Here's Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And the lead will grow by 1 more. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own.
Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 35 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Heading back out there, Jalen Samuels. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again. Locke. He's got the first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Ryan Switzer on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Washington, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run with Samuels. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Makes the score Steelers 30, Broncos 21.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And as you see, They were winners back on Thursday night. Baker Mayfield, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. From there, we'll head to Green Bay. Check out the Packers at home, Lambeau, and they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Kerryon Johnson has a touchdown run. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. In the game you've been watching, it was Ben Roethlisberger who led the way offensively in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to the Giants last week, and they do lead here right now, and they've got the football obviously as well. 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40, and all the way up to the 46. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Samuels. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Samuels again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Here's Connor. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
He was brought down by Alex.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Got a man, that's complete to Hamilton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
24-yard gain.
That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Melvin Gordon.
It's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Complete.
Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos cut into that lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
36.
McManus's point after is good. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. On 2nd down now, Samuels, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Samuels. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On the carry, it's Samuels. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make the second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds McDonald. And he will have a Steelers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. He'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And this time he is in. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Chris Boswell to kick it off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Got a man open. It's Sutton.
Complete to
that throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On second down, Samuels. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd.
Staying on the ground with Samuels. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger got an open man. It's Washington. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down. It's Conner, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
He was brought down by...
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the pass.
On the run is Connor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Steelers 47, Broncos 34.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Locke. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 21.
The end result, 21 yards.
Broncos.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. The 20. That's going to be caught by Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, you know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On third down, Connor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's good.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there on that play. I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
To Philip Lindsey.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Lock throwing complete here to Judy.
Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Lock going to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score now.
Yeah, true. And then we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, it's Connor. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
This pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On first down, Locke able to get this to Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stopped him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
First down, Denver.
Locke working out of the gun. This is the tight end fan. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton there to make the grab. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw is Locke. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Switzer now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
So Ben Roethlisberger and the offense down by 1. 1:36 to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Now a deep ball here, pulled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Some
good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Connor. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. On 3rd down, Connor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football, you often find good running lanes.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through places.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He completes this to Sutton, and they work this well upfield across the 45. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers are winners.